United States President Joe Biden has made a significant diplomatic push in one of his final international trips before leaving office in January 2025. He has attended a high-level summit in Angola co-hosted by the Angolan government and the United States, focusing on regional infrastructure and economic development. During the summit, President Biden announced an additional $600 million United States dollar in funding for infrastructure projects along the Lobito Corridor, raising total international investment in the project to over $6 billion United States dollars.
It's called the Lobito Corridor. We're building railroad lines from Angola to the port of Lobito in Zambia and the DRC, and ultimately all the way to the Atlantic, from the Atlantic Ocean to the Indian Ocean. We'll be the first transcontinental railroad in Africa, and the biggest American rail investment outside of America. And I must tell you up front, with the American press here, I'm probably the most pro-rail guy in America.
The corridor is seen as a critical link connecting Angola, Zambia, and the Democratic Republic of Congo, and boosting trade across Southern Africa. Zambian President Hakainde Hichilema also held bilateral talks with President Biden, with discussions centering on debt reform, the Lobito Trans-Africa Corridor, and plans for a new rail line linking Angola to Zambia. Both leaders have underscored the need for private sector investment to drive economic growth, job creation, and the strengthening of democratic institutions. Jacob Makambwe, General Secretary of the Southern Africa Cross-Border Traders Association, has highlighted the potential economic impact of the summit's initiatives.
It must not be provided for moving of our raw materials from Africa into the Western countries. And what we want to implore our leaders is really to make sure that whatever infrastructure that can be supported by either the US government or any other stakeholder in the development of the trade corridor, it should not facilitate of the moving of the critical, what you call critical minerals, into that particular corridor. We need to make sure that we establish linkages where we are able to utilize our own local resources, especially that we are talking about the implementation of the car battery, electric car battery industry. And I think most of the issues that are coming around there is to provide the movement of these products that we are able to develop and make in our own country.
With increased international support and cooperation, the Lobito Corridor could transform the region's economic landscape, paving the way for greater prosperity in Southern Africa. Best, Jerry, Diamond News.